We've all been taught that the best leaders are the smartest people in the room, the ones with all the data and all the answers. But what if that's all wrong? Today, we're diving into Tommy Spalding's incredible idea that the most powerful leadership doesn't come from your head at all. It comes from your heart. So let's just start with a really big question. Forget about promotions, projects, or profit margins for just a second. What is the single most important journey any leader can ever take? Really think about it. Is it about climbing the corporate ladder, mastering a new skill, nailing a strategy? Well, the answer, according to Spalding, is both super simple and kind of mind-blowing. It's a journey of just 18 inches. I know, that probably sounds a little weird, right? But trust me, that tiny distance holds the entire key to unlocking some truly extraordinary results. To really get why those 18 inches are so important, we first have to look at the way things are usually done. For decades, leadership has basically been taught as an exercise for the brain. It's all about logic, data, processes, and of course, authority. It's about being the smartest person in the room. And this is where we get to the core idea. The 18-inch journey is that metaphorical trip from our head down to our heart. It represents a massive shift in how we think about influence. See, Spalding argues that, sure, you can manage with your brain, but you can only truly lead with your heart. So, what does it actually mean to make this shift? How do you travel from that world of pure logic and numbers to a place of real, genuine human connection and empathy? Let's break down what that journey actually looks like. Just look at this contrast here. Management from the brain is all about thinking. It's the logic, the processes, the numbers on a spreadsheet. But leadership from the heart, that's all about feeling. It's a shift toward empathy, building relationships, and finding a shared purpose. It's really the difference between just having authority and having real influence. Making this 18-inch journey isn't just about changing your mind. It's about intentionally cultivating a whole new set of qualities. Think of these traits as your compass, the things that guide you toward becoming a way more effective, heart-led leader. So what does this actually look like day to day? Well, it starts with humility, making sure the credit goes to the team, not just to you. It takes vulnerability and authenticity, being real, admitting you don't have all the answers. That's how you build trust. It's also built on transparency, being honest with people, even when the news is bad. And it's all powered by empathy and, love, seeing your team as whole people, not just job titles. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Heart, love, empathy, that all sounds a little soft for the tough world of business. And you know what? That is such a common myth, and it's one that Spalding takes on directly. Let's just tackle this head on, shall we? Is all this focus on the heart just some nice-to-have thing? A soft skill that, at the end of the day, just can't deliver those hard and fast bottom-line results? The big myth out there is that love and results are opposites, that you have to choose. You can either be a caring leader or you can be a high-performing one. But that is absolutely a false choice. Spalding calls this concept love-driven results, and the core idea is simple but powerful. Genuine care isn't just a byproduct of success, it's the engine of it. Think about it. When people feel truly valued, supported, and cared for, they don't just work harder. They innovate more, they collaborate better, and they are way more committed. And that is what directly fuels outstanding results. So when you boil it all down, Spalding says that leadership really comes down to a fundamental choice. There are two very different paths, and every leader, whether they realize it or not, chooses which one they're going to follow. And this illustrates those two paths perfectly. On one side, you have the self-serving leader. Their focus is, it's themselves, their own success, their own power, their own recognition. But on the other side, you have the servant leader. This is the person who has made that 18-inch journey. Their entire focus is on serving the needs of their team and helping them grow and succeed. Okay, now here's the really shocking part. While pretty much everyone would say they want to be a servant leader, the data tells a totally different story. Spalding's research shows that, in reality, a staggering 80% of managers are operating in a self-serving mode. That is a huge gap between our intentions and our actual actions. So, what does this all mean for you? It means that the most impactful professional development you can possibly do might not be another course or certification. It might just be this internal 18-inch journey. And the best part is, it's a choice you can start making every single day. To wrap all this up, Spalding leaves us with this one powerful thesis. In leadership, in business, in life, whatever the challenge is, the answer starts with love. And we're not talking about a soft, passive feeling. We're talking about an active, intentional choice to serve other people and lead from the heart. And so, we'll leave you with this final question to think about. Where are you on your own 18-inch journey? Are you leading mostly from your head, or have you started moving toward your heart? Think about one small step you can take today to close that distance. That's all for this explainer.